Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to episode one of Urban Tasters. Of course, it's me. It's me. First episode. Definitely got something there for y'all. We gonna be trying out. I feel like a cross train tonight. I've been doing a little inventory. Getting rid of it, compiling what I'm getting low on. So, tonight for this first episode, we gonna be reviewing few strains from these cats right here called Herbal Infusions. I'll put the information in the description so y'all can check them out if y'all in the local area to me. It's a local dispensary service, Philly, Jersey, and Delaware. You should definitely check them out. Make sure you refer them to this video, so that way they know that I sent you guys. But what we working on tonight, like I said, I'm a crosser. Um, a little education, like I said, I've been smoking weed for a very, very long time. You look at some of my past videos, I mean, I've been smoking weed before. I would like to say I probably was one of the first guys smoking weed on YouTube. I really want to put that out there because a lot of people frowned upon it back then. So I don't really remember no cats just openly sitting there smoking up into this present day. That's also one of the reasons why I left the videos up there. I mean, if y'all find any, y'all more than welcome to show me. But Cass was not smoking while making tutorials and none of that back then. So, I remember stuff like that. But yeah, I've been smoking weed for quite some time. I mean, I know pretty much the ins and outs. Never did any other drugs other than marijuana. So, I had plenty time to educate myself on the different strands of marijuana that's out here. So throughout the years, the marijuana thing has progressed. Throughout the years, I was giving somebody my theory earlier because lately, like I said, there's been a lot of different weeds coming around, different tastes. Pretty good weed to be honest. When I first showed back up in Philly, I mean, I was having some hard time on the weed side of things. I was getting a lot of average weed, but once put my ear to the streets and I was able to get back on to the good shit like I was used to getting before I took my ass down south. But where we at now, like I said, with these guys right here, I mean, these are one of many people who, marijuana, flowers, whatever you want to call it. I call it bud. People bud that I smoke. I've been smoking a bud for quite some time. I mean, I got a couple, as you'll see throughout the progress of the show. I got a couple different guys buds that I smoked throughout of it, but lately, when I was down south, I got onto this snowball. So it's supposed to be weed infused with terps or something. I'll also share the link to the video of how it's made. It kind of amazed me too, but the first time I got it was around last Halloween. So it was kind of funny to me, but it was strong as hell. I know the guy who sold it to me told me like, you don't smoke it in the street and whatever. He gave me a water. I like don't smoke it straight or whatever. But this one specifically is see, snowball is actually just something that they put on the weed. But the weed under it is actually still normal strains that people know. So what I'm about to light up now is like a combination of two different snowballs. It's a lemon cherry gelato snowball mixed with GG4 Gorilla Glue snowball. Now, a little bit of background. I know, like I said, why I was so excited to get these, because like I said, it's a pretty big variety. But if any of y'all know y'all weed, GG4 Gorilla Glue is the original Gorilla Glue. That was before they started mixing it, flipping it, twisting it, and all that stuff. So I like to always try the original strands because for the first episode, people can understand what do I look for. I'm looking for that '06, '07 high. '08, '09. I mean, we was pretty good up until like 17, 18 maybe. And it started getting a little shaky, but that's the type. how did I look? I mean, I done found a few weeds that actually still has it, which I'll save to the later episodes. I don't want to, put everything out there, but I got a couple of them. But for these people, like I said, these are like my daily smoke people. I visit them often. Very cool people. I mean, reasonable prices, and like I said, the menu is like, oh my stars. So it's like, I don't know, but with this kind of reason, like I said, I picked this combination because, like I said, the lemon cherry gelato is like to me was super snowball. I liked it because I had a few different kinds at the time too, but this one I kind of put away and waited the whole because I was in the midst of building this series. That's why I have so many videos and different kinds of stuff to show. But like I said, with the snowball, to me, it's like I'm not gonna say paralyzing effect, but it gives you a super relax. So if you do like construction or play basketball or anything that streams throughout the day and it's at the time for the end of the night, it definitely will mellow your night out. It will have you feeling like super, super mellow on anything that's going on around you. It's a pretty smooth smoke. Judging by the lemon cherry gelato, it had a little harsher taste on the snowball, but the GG4 actually is perfect. It's not too strong. There's no harsh taste, and it's like it just punches you. But I haven't tried to mix them together yet, so I saved it for this episode of you guys because I've been mixing the 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 gelato one with all the other different strains that I've been smoking throughout the last few months or so. And then I've been mixing since I got the GG4, which was over the last 24 to 48 hours. I have mixed it with a combination of things, which I also share on future episodes because, like I said, I got a specific episode telling just to each strain. But here we go. Also the rap that I'm smoking is a rap by hopefully as soon as we sponsor King Palm Raps. Friend of mine, sister put me on them. It's a natural rap. Being those that yes, I am a cigarette smoker, but I try to limit, being those that I smoke weed. So when I found out about these and found out they was actually tobacco and nicotine free. So I figured the less tobacco and nicotine I can put in my body, the better. Explanation on these, I have had quite a few of them. Like I said, these are actually the 1.5s. For some reason, like I said, they make a 1 gram, but to me, I smoke them like cigarettes. So the 1.5s give me a little bit more ability to smoke a little bit more. As you see, I smoke tons of them. But it's just like I said, they also make a good 2 gram one if you want to smoke like a Godfather effect. You'll see a couple of those on some later shows too, but it's like to me, I like them because you can taste the weed more than anything. So when I get the flavor weed, like the cookies and the gumbo has like a bubble gum taste. You can actually taste it out of these converts to when I smoke out of these, which are my main smoke for decades. So it's like those I still like, but I get a better taste out of these. But as you see, good white smoke, good white. Ooh, ooh. Let me get the water. Ooh. But like I said, I knew for a fact that we're gonna pack a punch because it's GG4 Gorilla Glue and was already powerful on its own. And then now I decided to put in the other original snowball. Cause I guess when they made the lemon cherry one, that one was so coated to the point where once I touch it, it's on your hands for quite some time. With the GG4, it was coated, it's on your hands, but you can rub your clothes a couple times and it comes off. So I just said, fuck it, let me mix them together and see what they getting for. And I'm like, shit. And I was actually gonna mix it because I got some other various kinds up here. I was gonna mix it. I got some gumbo, some green crack, a couple other different little strains that I got up here that I was gonna mix it with, but I was like, nah, I never mixed it with both. And the gelato snowball is actually at this tail end. And I just ended up getting the new one because I was in a battle between the Black Runts and the GG4. But I was like, no, I'm like, everybody had Gorilla Glue. Or at least say they did. So I was like, you know what? Let me get this. Everybody always say they got it. Well, let me try it. Because the few times I did have it, it had some punch to it. So I like, let me see what it's hitting for. Then I knew the snowball was gonna make it even better. But like right now, I don't feel nothing. No back pain, no neck pain, no nothing. You see, I ain't even hit that joint like that. But like I said, I will tell you, I always say the best part of the review for last and the hardest part. It's a pretty pricey price tag. Like, it's not cheap. One thing, you hear the names that I throw out, hey, I don't really do like the lower level. I will, but it gotta be like a very, very different circumstance. But because I do smoke some of the lower level, being though is that I don't smoke like I don't smoke what rap songs tell me to smoke. I smoke what I like to smoke. That's the part of being a reviewer. So I'll be reviewing outdoor weed, indoor weed, regular exotic, super exotic, as I'm hearing now, ultra exotic. So I mean, you'll get a variety of everything. Being though is that, like I said, I'm a connoisseur. I don't really, I'm not really bougie as far as when it comes to it. I still have plenty of outdoor weeds that still get me fried. I could probably still smoke some back in the day Reggie and still be fried because I guess my mind is not really like everyone else's. I feel, I feel that, I feel that smoking weed as long as I did, I feel like I got to go through the evolution of caveman. I got to start out with just regular old Reggie for like a decade and a half, probably more than that, before any of the loud or any of that was introduced. So when the loud came about, it was like, okay, it wasn't an everyday thing. It was like a once a week, once in a blue moon, guy come through, hey, I got some pineapple haze. They disappear, you never see them again. Hey, I got some purple haze. They disappear, never see them again. It was never consistent. So with me being able to fluctuate back and forth was gave me, I think that's was the ability. That's why I said I'm a hybrid. You give me either one, and I think I'll still be on and I'll give you a good opinion because even before when the loud first came in, I still had Reggie better than niggas loud. So also too, it also depends on where it's coming from and how it is, which I guess I break down because a lot of people misunderstand when they buy this weed. In this day and age, the way weed is set up now, it's in a spot of being oversaturated. So people get a lot of different weed from different places. A lot of the weed that I review on my show is, most of it is going to be PA regulated weed, but a lot of it is not. Private dispensary stuff like that because as long as I've been smoking, that weed ain't Really, for me, it ain't like I said, it's a distinctive taste. A lot of people say Cali weed, Cali weed. I mean, it's your choice of where you want to get it from. I mean, I done had some gas from Vegas. I done had some gas from Denver. I had some gas grown in the woods of Alabama. I had some gas from everywhere, Georgia, and these are all grown in these places. So it's not really a where you say gas comes from. Um, on the scientific side, is more the process of how it's grown. It's in the process of how it's cured. A lot of the weed that we get out here, if some of y'all test it, you buy some weed and be like, this weed ain't really that good. And then you put it away and let it sit and go back to it and then be like, yo, I had this weed, I let it sit. Man, this weed was some gas. That's because being though that it's such a demand to get weed out here, they're not curing it properly. They're cutting the curing times at virtually to none. They're using machinery now to cure it for them instead of just doing the natural process, which was what was giving people the good weed. Now that it's legal, it's so much in demand for it, they're like rushing it. Then people say the terms of organic and non-organic. Okay. Now in school, I love science. Photosynthesis, all that stuff. That was my shit. So I understand how plants grow. I understand, genetics of plants and things like that. So the weed that people get now that everybody consider as being like so strong and oh, that's the best weed, yada yada. Just imagine the difference between getting chicken from a food restaurant and one of them got chicken that's like massively strong, and then the other one got little scrawny wings. Me personally, I'm going to the restaurant with the little scrawny wings. Only because I know them little scrawny wings are not filled with all types of drugs and things and so forth to make it grow bigger and faster, like the other one is. Weed works the same way. People didn't think that they could, but weed and growing is still a scientific process. Any way you look at it, everything in science can be manipulated for the most part. So I don't know why people want to think they can manipulate weed after they figured out how to grow it for their own good. So yes, it can be manipulated. Yes, I think they are putting in nutrients to make the weed get to us faster, being those that it's in such a high demand. Because the normal process of growing weed can be up to half a year. I have been told that's the reason why guys get busted with warehouses, because being those that they wasting a half a year of their time, they have to come up with a way to make some type of money compared to a kid in the basement growing the regular way, and his weed is in his hand within 95 days. 90 days of growing, 5 days of curing. Just saying, that's how people do. A lot of cats are like, wow, yeah, that's how it goes. That's the reason why we get so much premature weed out here. I mean, as far as the bad weed, that's another story. I don't know nothing about all that, but that's the reason why you get the weed that looks great, smells great, probably tastes great, but it doesn't have the kick because it was cured improperly. But with the organic side of weed, it's going back to the original growth system, which is water. No nutrients, no nothing. Back when trees were grown where it was just rocks in the water and the roots were in the water under the natural rocks, the natural minerals of the earth, and that was it. That weed I got to finally smoke some the other day because I was watching an episode of The Shy, and a guy kept talking about the new evolution of weed and oh, it's this, and it's gonna be good. And when I smoked it, I took a nice deep hit. You see right now. See, this is what you get. Now, for the organic weed that I'm talking about, I can hit it harder than that. No cough. With the same punch that I'm getting now, I still get it. So now, when people is going mind boggle me, but I'm telling you the truth. Out of the whole entire L, I think I might have coughed twice lightly. Yeah, you hear her back there trying to fight it, but it's like that's what we thinking that this is the gas. When all reality, this is what they're putting in it to protect it, probably most likely from bugs. You don't know what bugs can get inside like that to kill it, but I thought that was the part from the indoor. But the bugs and pretty much the steroids to speed up the growing process. And it also intensifies the potency of it, as they say. But I just got to give you a point that I smoked some weed that had no cough, great taste. It tastes just like strawberry. It's actually called strawberry something. But no cough, great taste. And what can you say? It was like amazing. I was fried, super fried. So I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it rest. Um, Thanks for checking out the first episode of Urban Tasters. As always, you know, we got a lot to do. Before I go, I'll let you know one more thing about these cigars. See, once they get down to the end, they got a little thing back here, a filter. As you notice, the pack said banana cream. You hear that pop? So what that does is these wraps are flavored, but the flavor is also infused with something too. So I normally wait till I get down to the end. But like I said, being though is that some of these snowballs have like a harsh taste from the terps. I like this smoking in these because once I hit that flavor pack, all you want to taste is banana cream from there on out, which tastes pretty good out of all the other flavors I've tried. But it can be hit a little harder too because like I said, it's not as harsh. That gives you that cough. But as always, like I said, ain't none of these people sponsor me. It's just a product that I use, so no one will buy endorsed by any of these guys. So like I said, it's all up to you to check it out. I mean, what can I do? I'm still going to continue to buy King Pounds from my local store. I don't get them from King Pound for free. I'm going to continue to purchase from the local dispensary. I don't get anything from them for free, but I will put information in bio for you to check them out. You're more than welcome to let them know I recommended you. Other than that, I'll see y'all in the next episode. I'm gonna probably try to fluctuate it between weed and food. So, like I said, it'll be probably back and forth. Blood, food, blood, food, blood, food, blood, food. And we'll go from there. But thanks for checking me out. Make sure you follow the Urban Tasters on all social media platforms. Also follow me on all social media platforms. And stay tuned to see what's coming next.